Hi, so it's Nigel Paul Pats at goandniggle.com, and I'm down in France now at our so-called holiday home, but it's not really a holiday home. It's always been a renovation project. It was a real state when we first got it, and we've sort of worked hard on it, and it's getting there. Okay, it's a long ordeal, but as you can see, and you'll get the feeling that it's an absolutely beautiful place. It's in the Indre district of France, which is pretty well right in the centre, in a little village called Mérigny. Around us, we've got some places called Le Blanc, and we've got Montmorillon, Le Blanc, Montmorillon. What's the other big place? Oh, Saint-Servan. There's a big sort of really abbey, cathedral type thing in Saint-Servan. Really well known, really quite stunning actually. And really that's the thing that sold it to us, that when we actually thought about buying this place, that was the thing that really brought it home. But as you can see, it sits in a nice quiet road. You could probably, if you ever wanted to hitch a lift here, you'd probably be here about 3 or 4 weeks before someone even came past, let alone stopped to pick you up. But as you can see, looking around, it's a really nice place. I'm going to turn over now so you can see outwards instead of looking at my mug. All right, okay, so I spin it round, okay, and that's the place, okay. So we've got a little road over there. This is the main road through the place, okay. So, and then down here, my land stretches pretty well down past the tree down there, and then back up. That was the hedge I trimmed up yesterday. Made a bit of a cut it right back, but I'm going to give you a walk around the property now so you get a bit of a feel of what it's actually like. And that's my far-sided fence. So we're coming up the drive now. These gates were hanging off when I first bought it, so the cottage now is coming in view. As you can see, it's quite a long cottage, okay, typically French. I think it's built in about 1870, 1880. The big problem here, the two big issues here, is weeds and grass, and as you'll see in a minute, I've got absolutely bag loads of grass. So this is the what used to be the garden for vegetables and all that, which is predominantly grass now. Okay, so that's that. Just going to give you a quick look in here. That's my workshop. This was just an old tin shack with bag loads of just dirt and earth. We put a concrete floor right through it, and this is now my store, and I've got a workshop up there. I've got my quad up the end of it. If you look there, you can see a little wasp nest there, having a good old time in there, see there. If you leave them alone, they leave you alone. So this is my workshop here. Okay, so drill, cut saw, chop saw, loads of plant and equipment have moved down over the years. I think we've had it about 6 years now. A couple of old strimmers that gave up on me, which were a waste of time. And there's my quad, cement mixer. So yeah, we've got all the gear here for doing a job. Little bird box there. Get plenty of birds when we're not here, because we're only here probably, I don't know, 3-4 months of the year in total. If you have a look there, you can see a little screw box up there with some stuff sticking out of it, and I think that was a nest of robins last year. So anyway, so that's my shed. It's all wired through. Another little wasp nest up there. Okay, as I say, I'm going to walk you around the grounds first of all. Okay, so this is the track up. Got a grapevine here. See there, we get grapes off of that. Some beautiful roses. You can actually get a car in there, as it happens. There's a garage. Put new doors on there, put the gate on. These are like old storage facilities. They used to keep rabbits here and stuff like that back in sort of 50s and 60s. They used to keep all rabbits and all different sorts of weird animals. We've had this car park all put in, all this gravel we put in. We had something like 11 tipper loads of 80 tonnes of gravel. We had a proper machine in here, dug it all out and put proper roots in. But you see the problem I've got with the weeds, and that's what I'm doing now. So as you can see, so this is the top field, covered in weeds, but I'm getting there. By the time I finish this week, they won't be still prevalent. So as we come around, that old shelter there used to be a cattle barn. You can't knock things down in France. You've got to basically adapt. If you knock it down, then you won't get planning. You could wait ages for planning permission. So as this is a renovation project, and it will probably be sold once we've actually finished it, So that's why we've kept it. If you look across there, there's the orchard. We've actually got fruit bearing trees there, apricots. I think there's a few plums and whatever. It was a lovely sort of, it wasn't a grape, it was like, I don't know what it was. But it used to produce anyway, it got blown over. So as you can see, plenty of grass cutting to be done here. We've got loads of wildlife, birds, the like. As I say, then we come around, still walking over the property. Down there, it's all, this will take some cutting during the grass growing months. Probably needs doing at least once a week, maybe a little bit more, but about once a week. If you've got a decent mower, once a week. We suffer a lot from moles here, that's why the ground is all over the place. The moles actually love it here. Okay, so walking around the grounds now, and you can see this field is ours, of mine, or Managing's. And you can see, I don't know what view you're getting through, but that takes you right to the edge of where all the woods and that are. That's our field right the way around, so it's absolutely ideal. You can see it's just been cut because the guy's left the hay here. I think that's his hay. It might not be, might be the guy before, but anyway. So yeah, so that's the field. That goes right over to the far side. It's about 6 acres all in all we've got. So we'll walk down to the orchard, then I'll take you into the house and show you what's what in there. Okay, so when we first got this, it was, well, they literally couldn't give this property away in France. Property is not very expensive anyway. A place like this would probably command, we looked all over France by the way for a small holding. The further you go south, the more expensive it was. And if you go down to places like Toulouse and a little bit further, Albi, Gaillac, there was nothing there under 350,000 euros, and the ones they did show us was absolutely rubbish. So when I found this one, and it was a doer upper, and I think I got it for about 55,000 euros, which in English is about 48 grand, something like that, with all the taxes and everything else paid. And it was a chance really to, you know, to A, own a nice property, and B, sort of something to do up. I think looking back on myself now, we went to this beautiful, we looked at it and it wasn't all that impressive, but we went to St Savin, which is a really nice place with the Abbey and everything else, and I said, look, let's give it a crack. And we took it on, and I've never regretted it at all, really, even though it's a long journey down here and whatever. As you can see, the fruit trees are bearing some fruit now. We do get deer in our garden, they come in and nick the fruit and whatever, so got some apricot things there and whatever. So but as you can see, we've got quite a lot of land. It does take a lot, and I really need to thank Christoph next door for cutting it for me. He looks after it while I'm not here. I have to pay him to do it, but that's it there. So we're coming back round now, down to the front of the house. There's my lawnmower there. I actually like cutting it by hand, and weirdly enough, I find cutting grass very therapeutic. So we're coming back round the house now, and I'll take you inside and give you a quick shafty round. So we walk right round now. So this is really going to be a whistle-stop tour. I'm not going to stop at every single room, but so this is the really livable bit. We've got a small kitchen. This was originally a big kitchen. We divided it up, put a small kitchen at the front and a shower at the back. So that's it there. There's a shower in there. Whatever. Toilet. 2 bedrooms, quite nice size. That's 1 bedroom. That's where I keep all my stuff. That's the bedroom I stay in when I'm down here. Okay. And then we've got the lounge. This was all, God, it was like as if it was in 1800s. There used to be 3 rooms across there, a washing room, a toilet and whatever. We moved the toilet, so we've got a bit of a utility room here. Okay, got a utility room there. There's another room there which was like a shower room, and another room there which was, I think, a utility room where they kept stuff. So we took all that out. Stephen, the builder, put this lovely beam in, whatever. And we opened it right out, and it's a nice lounge. You've got plenty of good, nice views. As I say, that's the pretty well living setup. And then next door, this was just an old barn. It literally was, and they had 2 massive, great big doors on it, and literally it was just full of hay and shit and everything else. Mud floor. So we put a new floor in it. Put a new 7-inch thick floor, concrete floor. done it all out, had all these structures in which Stephen the builder put in, made a lovely job. We put that window in there, which if you're washing up, you know. So this is, we envisage this, and I don't think we're ever going to get there, but this would be like a nice kitchen here. You can look out over the sort of central island unit here, settee here. We've wired it so you can put a telly up there on the wall. So this would be a self-contained living area. Okay, so centrally is all the way through, but we haven't got a boiler, so again, I think that'll probably be a job for whoever buys it off us eventually. We won't be doing it. It's, as I say, it's a renovation project. It's not ever been our intention to live in it. So this used to be the whole old hayloft. So obviously we've had a new floor put in underneath here and whatever. So so that's the upstairs. Had these Velux units. They're not actually Velux units, they're similar ones. Everything is traditional. This is all the old beams. So here we had like a cathedral-like barn. All this was exposed. And here there was this old shelf with all hay in it, which was taken down and what have you. And then we've got this is another bedroom ensuite, a large bedroom. You can see the boxing in, but that was all literally all old wooden beams. Like, it's all got thermal insulation in it now, all wired, new, got a few wall lights and that. And this is one of my projects that I'm working on at the moment. I put the bath in, a year ago now, I put that bath in, toilet in, all the services are in. They just got to be connected up really. So that's that really. And that kind of is the whistle stop tour of it. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm down here for about 5 or 6 weeks. It's been a dodgy old time for us because obviously with the baby, you know, and Jean's not been, she's pretty well now, but she hasn't been that well because of her heart attack. I'm going downstairs now, so that would break my neck really. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little trip around my project in France. Yeah, bit of wood on the floor is going to go in there. We're going to have these doors out. They don't line up very well. Another little job that Stephen done, but didn't quite finish off properly. So that's a job for me down here. You can see where the birds and that get in when we're not here. As I say, no one's been here for a year or so. But anyway, that's a little tour around La Providence. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And I'll give you updates as I do work and keep you in touch. But I'm down here for about 4 to 5 weeks, and so as I go through, I'll show you what's going on, and you can stay in touch with Go Niggle on my channel, and we'll see what it looks like. I don't know how this video is going to turn out because I just spun the phone round on the camera and started recording, so I don't know what you got. You might have loads of pictures of the ground and anywhere else, so we'll see how it goes. And look at these beautiful roses here. Oh, how nice are they? They're just past their best now. But as I say, that's it. Happy days, and catch up soon, and au revoir.